Hello there, gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer. Been a little bit since our last stream, but here we are with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, not 2024. Although that might be changing soon, so I'll still be doing 2020, but I might be doing 2024 because I'm going to be getting a new computer. It's going to be a little mini computer. Alright, so take that off there. Now I know there is a tablet. That's it. That's the tablet. Fuel and payload. Yeah, we're looking pretty good there, I'd say. Maintenance. Everything's looking pretty good. Hey there, Fat Bear. How you doing? Glad to have you here with me. Oh, what does this mean? Okay, how do I change the battery in this thing? I didn't realize this thing was so bad. Charge. Oh, there we go. I wish batteries charged that quickly all the time. Airframe looks good. Some flight info. Controls, tie downs. Let's take the tie downs off. Torpedo cover off. Wheel chocks. Parking brake is on. Got no GPS, which I think will be fine. Alright. Throw that in there. Woohoo! Yeah, good to see you also. Well, you know, see. I see your name. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about our flight, what we're going to be doing here. It's going to be a relatively simple kind of flight, but we'll switch over here so that way you can see what's going on. There we go. So we're in Paris at Charles de Gaulle. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know if that's correct. We're going to be flying north. We're going to be using the Tilly VOR. We'll have the airport there. And coming right over here to LFOI, this is Abbeville, or it could be Abbeville. And we're going to be landing here. Now, why are we landing here? Because the original idea for this flight is with Flight Simulator, Sublogic Flight Simulator 2 for the Commodore 64. Something I've been wanting to do for the longest time, not the simulator itself, but doing a European flight on the channel. I've flown Flight Simulator 2 with the European scenery disc before, but that was back, you know, during the 80s and stuff. I have not done a flight at all for this channel, and I've been wanting to do that for a long time. So we're finally going to do it. That's going to be on a separate stream, but I thought it might be kind of fun to do a VFR flight. Was somewhat. I am still using instruments, but you know what I mean. A sightseeing flight. There we go. where we'll be flying around Paris, and we will make our way to Abbeville. So that might be kind of fun. And our VOR is 109.65, so I will go ahead and get that set up now. At least I think I will. Let's see. I got all this stuff here. Yeah. It's been a while since I flew this thing. Where's all? Is this it? I think this is it. Okay, I need to turn it on first. There we go. All right. We got our nav here. Oh 9.65. That's all set. Now the other VOR is Abbeville, and that is 108.45. So I'm going to go get that set up on nav 2. There we go. Aurelio! Hey buddy, good to see ya. You ready for a nice sightseeing flight? This will prepare you for Flight Simulator 2, which won't have much scenery, but I really don't feel like doing ATC. I just want to, I just want to have just a nice relaxing flight with all the comms and stuff. And you know what? It fits, because in Flight Simulator 2, there is no ATC, so why not, right? Let's get our lights on. Now the question is, where am I going to turn? I need to go south. Okay. I think I know where I'm going. Famous last words. Well, this is not a taxiway. We'll just, come over this way. That truck is like, what the hell? So everyone cross your fingers and pray to the flight simulator gods that, or the computer gods for that matter, that my computer does not blue screen like what it has done in the past during the stream. I am getting a new computer which will arrive tomorrow. And I'm considering on doing a video / review with it. It might take me a little bit. It's going to be a mini PC by GMK Tech. It's a K11. It's a Ryzen 9. It's a Ryzen 9 processor. It's got an Oculink port, which allows you to hook it up to a docking station where you can put in a real graphics card. Although the internal graphics are good. I think it's like a Radeon 590, 950, something like that. But I've been watching some reviews on it, and they showed Flight Sim 2024, and it was working really well, and a lot of other ones too. But I think this is going to be a nice little computer that'll be portable, that I can easily move around. I don't know where the runways are, so I'm gonna kind of guess. We'll go this way. And it's expandable too. You can have up to 8 gigabytes of M2 memory on the memory stick. I think nope, that's not a runway. You can have up to 64 gigabytes of, did I say 8 terabytes worth of storage? Sorry, I don't know if I said 8 gigabytes. It comes with 32 gigabytes of memory. You can expand that to 64. So it's all little stuff that I can do, but I've got a good base to work with. And my laptop is pretty much a mini PC at this point because the monitor is broken. I have to hook it up to a docking station already just to hook monitors up to it, and since the lid is closed, I have to have a keyboard hooked up, so it's pretty much the same thing at this point. I think we got our runway here. All right, so flaps. All right, let's do this, folks. Another problem that I had recently is my 5 terabyte I don't know what century I'm in, gaming hard drive got corrupted, and it had all my flight sims and stuff on it, except for this one. This one's on the main drive. Okay, Paris and stuff should be over in this direction. I am not going the right direction. Huh. I thought I was going the right direction. Apparently not. Well, hey, at least we get to look at some countryside, right? Question is, can I get this autopilot to work for me? I don't think so. Have any controls up here? No? Alright. I don't think I have anything for Altimeter engage. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's this here? Heading. There we go. That'll make for a smoother flight. Polar altitude. Hopefully, and I think we'll be okay. Okay, that's what that is. I thought I put the gear up. Apparently not. All right, we are in the outskirts of Paris. And I think I have map markers on, but let me double check here and make sure. No, I do not. All right, let's turn those on. Do I have a window open? It sounds like I have a window open somewhere. I should have bought some pretzels. I'll have it for tomorrow. All right, let's see what we have up ahead here. Yeah, that's kind of old. Yeah. Yeah, they do. All right, we got the Stadium of France coming up here. Those roads look awful. They look like they've been spray painted or something. All right, we have this. Oh, I can't go that quickly. Where's the plane? Here it is. It was the Sacred Coeur Basilica. We have several different types of buildings here. Oh, the box. All right, we got to do some manual flying here. Hold on. You know what we got to do, right? I've actually been to Paris in real life. It's been a while. Oh my goodness, I'm having a lot of lag. I didn't have this problem yesterday, but then I wasn't trying to stream either, so. Yeah. That road doesn't look very good, does it? That bridge. Here we go! That wasn't good. Well, dang it. Shoot, I was hoping we'd be able to make it. Hey, let's see if I can do some repair work. Let's see, maintenance. There we go. Well, that seems okay. I wasn't trying to land. I was trying to go in between the box. We got to look and see what it looks like from the outside. Where am I? Oh, there I am. The car's going by. Did I at least make it through the... Where is it? Where's the... Is this it here? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, you know what? I bet I hit one of these wires or something. Shucks, I was hoping we'd be able to make it through. I know I've done it once before, but I just didn't do it on this simulator. Hold on, we can restart. Not a problem. Not a problem. You get a little bit of a bonus flight. We were just practicing on that one. All right, we are just going to automatically take off here. We're not even going to waste time. Whoops, wrong direction. Wait a minute. No, that's the right direction. We want to go this way. Wait a minute, what? There we go. That little stunt will make a great little short. Luckily, it was supposed to be a relaxing flight. See, now you are totally relaxed. Welcome aboard. Benefits of being on a live stream. All right, let's get this back up here. Uh-oh. The autopilot appears... Oh, here it is. The autopilot is broke. Honestly, we really didn't lose that much time because I'm practically almost back to where we were because I was heading the wrong direction to start with. So this is an educational flight. I was showing you what not to do, so don't do what I did. And everything will go, might go okay. All right, well, we've seen the city up there, but I'm going to go up there and then I'm going to turn. Besides Flight Simulator, are you folks missing any other shows that I haven't had on for a while? Because I've scaled back a lot. I'm not putting out the amount of content that I used to. It was kind of burned myself out, to be honest with you. I'm just focusing on a few things now. So is there anything other than Flight Simulator that you miss and that you want to see? Oh, the killer news. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on in the news, hasn't there? All right, we got another stadium here. I think the Eiffel Tower is this way. I could be wrong. We got quite a few things going on over here. Yep, Eiffel Tower, there it is. True story, I've been on the Eiffel Tower before. I made it up, I walked up to the first level. Pretty cool. I walked up to the second level. Nearly had a panic attack. I didn't realize how high it was. I've always wanted to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and I couldn't. I was too terrified. The Grand Palace. We got the Louvre coming up here. I've been to the Louvre. Hey, Darren Vox, how you doing? The Notre Dame Cathedral of Paris. I've been in there too. Oh, the lag is horrible. Maybe things will be better once I get my new computer. Let's not get too low. Those buildings look like they're in bad shape. Arc de Triomphe, where is that? I thought it was over on this side somewhere. Okay, wait a minute, we saw that. Arc de Triomphe might be on the other side. There it is, I see it. No, you're right, they don't. What inspired the flight is what I have planned for tomorrow for Sublogic Flight Simulator 2. This is the same exact flight that I'm going to be doing in that simulator. And that was planned first because I have always wanted to do a European flight on Flight Simulator 2 on the channel for the longest time, and I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do a separate flight with that. And my original plan was to do X-Plane 12 today, but my 5 gigabyte or 5 terabyte hard drive took a nosedive. It's corrupted. I might be able to save the data on it, but I think I'm gonna have to reinstall a lot of stuff. Things are pretty good. Work is good. Alright, here we go. Alright, after a little tour of Paris, we are on our way to Abbeville. Real world weather. It's hot. It's hot and it's sunny. not sure what this is here. Do we have any distance measuring? What's this over here? That's the ADF. No, it doesn't look like we have any distance measuring equipment. That's a bummer. Yeah, I like this plane. The A2A Comanche. I've got this for P3D also. I don't even know if A2A has done any of the other planes yet. It's been a while since I've done something with 2020. I think we reached our first waypoint. I believe this is Benai Tilly. Now let's see if I can switch this over here. I need to be at a heading of 342, which is pretty much on par with where we're at. Once we get past this thing. Three, 4, 2. Yeah, that's it there. Okay, that's not the airport we want at all. we just went right by Charles de Gaulle again. Alrighty. So what the heck? $109.65. I'm on the right nav. It's not taking me in the right direction. As a matter of fact, this isn't even synced up correctly. Look at this. This is all messed up. This is completely out of sync. Wow, okay. No wonder I'm not going in the right direction. I'm not even sure how to adjust this. Wow, that means the navigation is completely off. Let's see if I can switch the controls here. Demo! Hey, good to see ya. How long have I been simming with 2020? Since it's been released. Not consistently, but I've had it since it was released. Because it was such a big deal. When it came out. Knob on the right, push it. Oh, you got to push it in. That's how you do it. All right, hang on. No, that doesn't do it. Hold on. Aha! Let's see if it works now. I figured there had to be a knob or a button or something, and I just couldn't remember. As we get stabilized here. I think my compass is close. Around 30, 32, right around there. Well, at least this will give me distance right here. So we are 21 miles away. That's probably it right there. Is there any way to turn that thing off? I don't need to be reminded that it's using trim. That is the one thing that annoys me the most about this plane, is this right here. It's like, come on, it's autopilot. I expect it to adjust the trim. I don't need it to beep every time that it does. I gotta try something here. Yeah, pull the circuit breaker, that might do it. Yeah, that's what's making the beep. It's that, it's the trim. It's the altitude trim. I know it's annoying. I turned it off. It was getting to me. Now we're just flying over the countryside of France here. Okay, so this right here is the printout of the Flight Simulator 2 map for Europe. So this is what I'll be using tomorrow. I had that printed out for a while. Yep, sim can be fun, absolutely. Especially in VR. Same time. Same time, same channel, same place. I get off a little early from work tomorrow, so I'll be able to hit the store and get those pretzels. Can't have a live stream without pretzels. So let me tell you how cool of this security company is that I work with. So I am the daytime dispatcher, right? And I work closely with the chief of operations, who is one step below the owner. This guy, he's so cool. For one thing, if he picks on you, it's because he likes you. And he especially likes it when you pick on him back. But you know you've got a really awesome boss when he's concerned for your health and he wants you to kind of go out and do exercises and stuff. So he's given me a challenge like several weeks ago, because we have 2 floors in our little office building. So he challenged me every day that I'm there to go up and down the stairs, which I've done. He's letting me use one of the bicycles that they have where I go and bike up and down the alleyway. It's the same alleyway that I do the trucker talk videos. You know, when I'm outside and I'm walking, it's that same alley. But there is a gym that he recommended, and he said that if I go to this gym for 3 months, he'll pay for it. Now tell me, is that not the coolest boss you've ever heard of? That is so awesome. Really, Darren? I didn't think pretzels would be that bad for diabetes. Soda would be, but I didn't think the pretzels, it has more salt than sugar. But I don't have it. I don't have diabetes, so my wife does. I might have to ask her. Alright, we're almost at our first waypoint here. We are 3 miles away. All right, there is the airport. Not the one that we're landing at, but that is the Abbeville. It's Lima Bravo Oscar. No, Lima Foxtrot Oscar Bravo is what it is. LFOB, that is the code for the airport. Actually, Fat Bear, pretzels are really not that bad on carbs, at least from what I understand. They're actually a pretty healthy snack, maybe without the salt, but I don't pretend to be a health professional, but this is just what I remember being told. Now, the big soft pretzels, you know, those big ones, oh, I love those. That might be a different story. Whee! Radius of 166? That doesn't seem to make any sense. We need a heading of 342. I got the wrong one. There we go, Abbeville. Well, shoot, I thought it would give me the thing there. There we go. If I select that to GPS, is that going to... what type? I think it's type 2, where you require insulin, but you don't have to. It's not all the time. That's type 2, I think, right? Type 1 is a serious one. How far are we now? We are 31 miles away from Abbeville. And we are on course, as you can see here. Oddly, I am not getting anything here on the gauge, so I don't know what happened there. Where is my trim at anyway? I assume I have altitude trim. Is this it up here? Oh, I bet you this is it. Yep, that's it. I realize I'm at 7,000 feet. I don't want to be that high. Ah! Oh man, Darren, I'm sorry to hear that. I've never heard of Invocana. We got 21.4 miles left. Oh. I'm not sure. I'm not too worried about it because I've got the GPS tuned in here, so I'm just following that because this at least gives me the distance. But to answer your question, it's at 34. It's close. So yeah, it's close. Well, there it goes. Now it's finally... Oh, wait a minute. It still doesn't work. Well, I know my diet hasn't been the greatest, that's for sure. Oh, but you know, I was talking about earlier about how my boss was challenging me to go to the gym. He's like willing to give me a workout plan and everything. He used to be a cop. So he used to be a cop and a sniper and a private investigator. He used to have his own squad, all kinds of stuff. So I mean, he's been in the field for a long time. But I was going to, and I've been wanting to do this. I'm going to turn it into a little video series of where I keep track of like where I started and how much weight I'm losing and stuff. My boss is totally awesome. Unlike Swift Transportation, that was ridiculous. I enjoyed truck driving for what it was, but the pay was really bad. You don't get treated like you're a person. You're treated like you're trash, that you're not important. It's, I don't know. I've heard that trucking and like being a nurse in a hospice or something, or a hospital, or is like some of the worst jobs out there. Except you get paid better for being a nurse. You get paid peanuts for trucking. It's bad. I don't know if I don't think I told you folks this. I was in the process of working on a video. I did my taxes, right? You know, something that you do. And I looked at how much I made last year at my security company. And out of curiosity, I looked at the previous 2 years of when I was trucking. I made $8,000 more a year with this security company than I did in trucking. And that first year I was really running hard too. It's just the pay is bad. They do everything they can to take advantage of a truck driver. They don't pay them for what they're worth. They don't pay them for their time. They don't pay them for all the miles. They only do zip code to zip code. Whatever they can do to cheat a driver, they will. It is nice to be out on the road though, and being able to travel. That I liked. So the lifestyle is really the only thing that has got going for it, really. Will I ever go back to it? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. But as bad as it paid, you know, I still don't regret it. It was a good experience. We are getting close to the airport. We are 6 miles away. And I'm losing the microphone. All right. We got to turn off the autopilot here. Turning on the landing lights. Somehow I'm way up here. I think that's the airport right over here to the left. Or I'm about to fly over it. No, okay. this, I think, is water. So the airport is where? Here? That might be the airport right there. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That does look like an airport, so I think that is ours. Wait a minute. Hold on. We have to cross a river. Hold on. I don't think that's the airport. That's not ours, I don't think. But wait a minute, that's gotta be it. We're only 1 mile from it. That's gotta be it. There it is. According to this, that runway is closed. Yep, we're at the airport. Okay, that's it. It just looked awfully weird. Oh, nice job. On the new subscriber. A little bit of a bumpy landing there. I was coming in kind of smoothly there, but My Minecraft channel seems to be doing pretty good. Out of the 10 channels that I have, the Minecraft channel is number 2. I think the flight channel is number 3. Whoops. I need to get some more content up on the flight channel. I've been so immersed with my Minecraft project because I am just literally building and stitching a world together. Where do we park? Over here where the fuel's at? That seems like a good spot. Okay, what's this guy doing? Dude, get out of the way! Jeez. For some odd reason, I cannot get this parking brake to work. It's supposed to work. It doesn't. I think the only way I can do it is through this here. Where is my parking brake? I am not sure. There it is. There we go. Yeah, we can get our bags out and stuff here. There we go. See, I tied it to the grass. Where's the bag? There's the baggage door right there. See, get my bags out and everything. So, Abbeville. Pretty small place. But it looks like a nice relaxing place though, too. Alright, we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, thank you, Fat Bear, for showing up. And thank you, everyone else who has joined me on this stream. Sorry if you can't see me very well. There's this light, not light, but, you know, the sun behind me. But also, if you happen to be watching this flight after the fact, after the streaming, I appreciate that as well. So, hope you enjoyed that. And we're going to be doing the same exact flight, but we're going to be doing it with Sublogic Flight Simulator 2 for the Commodore 64 using the Western European Tour scenery disc. Something I've been wanting to do on the channel for a long time. and we're just gonna get around and do it. And I don't think anyone else has done it, so we might be one of the first. All right, folks, well, thank you once again for watching, and we will see you next time on the next stream. Have a killer awesome day.